Hello friends, this is Satvinder Bhatia from Sukhmani Immigration Services, Brampton, Canada. I'm a regulated and licensed Canadian immigration consultant. Today's video is very special because I have got so many requests on this topic. What is the video? What is the topic? I'll share everything with you. Before that, I request you, if you have not subscribed to the channel so far, please consider subscribing. We talk a lot about Canadian news, update, tips and tricks on this channel. And if you like the video, please share it with your family and friends so that they can also benefit. So without further delay, let's look into today's topic. Today's topic is Canada Visitor Visa. Yes, Visitor Visa for Canada. I have recently made a video which was so much appreciated, and that video was to convert your visitor visa to work permit legally. So people really liked it, appreciated it, but also I got some questions how to get visitor visa at the first place. Now that is of course a very important question. If you have a visitor visa, only then you can convert it to the work permit. So you need to know how you will get a visitor visa. So this video will give you complete information on how to get a visitor visa, what is visitor visa. So complete knowledge will be provided in this video. So please watch till very end. So now let's get started. Before going into the visitor visa, let me tell you who is visitor. So what is the definition of visitor by Canadian law? A visitor to Canada is a person who is not a Canadian citizen or a permanent resident of Canada. Simple, straight. So if he is either a citizen or a PR card holder, good. Otherwise he is a visitor. So they are legally authorized to enter Canada to visit on a holiday, or to visit family and friends, or to conduct any kind of businesses, or to attend any meetings or conferences. So this is the purpose, to legally authorize them. Now maybe to provide a support to a critically ill person, and this is particularly useful, and I have seen so many people calling their mothers or mother-in-laws when they are pregnant, right? So they need support of a family member. So that is where this comes into play. Provide support to critically ill patients, or to attend maybe a marriage party, maybe a funeral, maybe a birthday party. So all those things can be part for that visitor visa. Visitors are restricted in length. So it is not that they are unlimited. Their stay is very much restricted. They are restricted to maybe 6 months, or in some cases more. I will talk of those cases also. So the visitors are also subject to certain conditions. First of all, that they cannot work, they cannot study of more than 6 months. So there are a couple of conditions which are imposed on visitors also. So now that you know who is a visitor, now let's look at what is a visitor visa. So visitor visa is also called tourist visa. But technically speaking, visitor visa is called temporary resident visa, which is TRV, right? So TRV is basically an official document which is stick onto your passport. So basically what we call is that a stamp. So visa is stamped on your passport. So it's kind of a sticker which is put it on your passport. That is what the document, official document, which is provided by the Canadian government and visa office. So now that it is placed in your passport, so it also shows that you met all the requirements which are related to a temporary resident, whether it is a student, whether it is a visitor or a worker. In any case, it proves that you have met the requirements, and that's why it is issued to you. The TRV or visitor visa must be obtained before your departure. You cannot come on the gate of the border and ask, okay, now I am here in Canada, now give me visa. No, that will not work. You have to get this visa ahead of time before the departure. It is not a visa on arrival kind of thing. So make it sure. So next thing, that now you know who is visitor, what is a visitor visa? Now you will ask a question, do I really need a visitor visa? So in most cases the answer is yes. Most of the people who are coming to Canada as a visitor need either a visitor visa or ETA. ETA is electronic travel authorization to travel to Canada. It is not both, either or. Either you need a visitor visa or you need a ETA, but you do not need both. And maybe in some cases you may not need either of them also. It depends upon which passport you are carrying. So it is dependent upon the passport. And how do you find, do you need a visitor visa or do you need a ETA? You can check on this government website. I will share the link. Here is the screenshot of the same website. So based on this, you can check with whichever thing you need or you don't need a visa. So now that you know that you require a visa or not, I have used a word ETA. Now you will ask a question, okay, I understood visitor visa, but what is ETA? Some people are also getting ETA. Yeah, ETA, as I said, is electronic travel authorization. So electronic travel authorization is an entry requirement for visa exempt foreign nationals. Please look carefully the words. They are visa exempt foreign nationals. They are not citizen of Canada, but they are visa exempt. And they are traveling by air, not by land border, not by sea border, not by railroad. They are traveling by air. Make it sure the word by traveling by air. Now, ETA is not stamped on your passport. Unlike the visa, it is electronic. It is not actually stick onto your passport. ETA is valid for 5 years. Once issued, it is valid for 5 years, and or it could be that until your passport expire or whichever comes first. That is about ETA. These travelers do not need ETA when arriving by car, by, as I said, if they are coming by land border, sea border, by rail, then they don't need ETA. ETA is required only when coming by air. So let us see an example. As an example, I have taken a lawful permanent resident of United States. If a permanent resident of United States who has a valid green card, maybe he is carrying a passport of India or passport of Pakistan or some other country, but he has a green card from US. So if he is coming by land border, he does not require anything. If he is coming by air, then he needs ETA. It is a $7 cost and electronically issued. Okay, so now that we have understood visitor visa, ETA, visitor, now let's look at the type of visitor visa. So basically visitor visa is, it is a tourist, it could be a tourist visa, it could be a super visa. Now on super visa, I have a complete video which gives you every detail about a super visa. If you have not seen this, you can go and check this one. So it gives you complete knowledge about super visa. There could be a transit visa. Suppose you are coming to Canada, but you are taking another plane or just halt here for say few hours, but still you need a visa. Even if you are not moving outside the airport, still you need a visa, that is called transit visa. And again, you could be as a business visitor on a business visa. These are all various types of visitor visas. Now let us look at the tourist visa first. So super visa I have already mentioned. Transit visa is easy to understand. Business visa I have told you it's for business visitors. So only thing remaining is tourist visa. Now tourist visa can be broadly divided into two types, which is single entry and multiple entry. Now the funny thing is that fees for both is same. Yes, the fees is same for single entry and multiple entry. Now you will ask me a question. If the fees is same, the documents are same, then what is the difference? So the single entry visa allows you to enter only once, whereas the multiple entry visa allows you to enter multiple times to Canada. Multiple entry visa is issued for 10 years or 1 month before your passport expires. So this is about the multiple entry visa. But one thing very important, who will decide you will get a multiple entry visa or you will get a single entry visa? Government will decide. You will get a single entry visa or a multiple entry visa. Government will decide, not you who is going to decide. So now let's look at the requirements. So requirements for visitor visa are from both sides, right? From the applicant side as well as from the sponsor side, the person who is inviting you. A sponsor could be a family, a sponsor could be a friend, it could be a business, it could be any conference or meetings you are going to attend. So both sides need to furnish the documents. Let's first look into the applicant side. So from the applicant perspective, right, what are the requirements? The first requirement, of course, is that you have to satisfy the officer that you will leave Canada at the end of your stay and go back to the home country. This is the most important thing. Now, you have strong ties to the home country. Strong ties to the home country means that you have something which will pull you back to the home country. It could be your land, it could be your house, it could be your bank account, your job, your family, or whatever. The stronger the ties to the home country, the higher the chances of getting the visitor visa to Canada. So again, show that everything revolves around the money. So show that you have enough money to maintain yourself and your family in Canada and return back to your home country. So that's again very important. You do not intend to work or study in Canada unless you are authorized to do so. Be a law abiding and do not have any kind of criminal activity and do not to be a risk to a security risk to Canada, and provide additional documents if required to establish the admissibility to Canada. And lastly, the should be in a good health, because sometimes you may need medical, particularly for if you are for a super visa, which is more than 6 months of a stay. So now that you know what are the broader requirements, let us look into the documents which applicant need to furnish. From the applicant side, you need to provide the income tax requirements, the income tax returns for at least 2 to 3 years, your bank statements for past 6 months. You also need to provide your letter of employment, which is also providing you, showing that you have been granted leave to go to Canada. So that letter of employment along with your pay slips, along with job letter, all this needs to be furnished. If a person is retired, that retirement certificate also needs to be provided. And if you are coming as a tourist, right, you don't have any sponsor. There usually you have an applicant and sponsor, but sometimes applicant do not even need sponsor. So in that case, you are coming as a tourist, maybe say for a honeymoon, right? In that case, you need to provide detailed itinerary of your air tickets, your hotel bookings, where you are going to travel, right? All those things you need to provide, and proof of your financial support. All this information you need to provide if you do not have a sponsor and you are coming as a tourist. If you are coming on a business trip, again you need a letter of invitation from the business, the Canadian business which is inviting you, the purpose and duration of your visit. So now that you know that applicant requirements and applicant documents, now let's look at the requirements from the inviter or the sponsor side. From the sponsor side, you need information on the first thing, letter of invitation. This is the most important thing. The letter of invitation is required from the sponsor, which shows the purpose and duration of the visit. And then you need list of people who are in the inviter's home. And then you also need to show the copy of what is the immigration status of the inviter. What is his status? Is he a student? Is he on a work permit? Or he has is he a PR card holder or a citizen? Right? So immigration status, proof of income of the sponsor, employment letters, his pay stubs, his notice of assessment, bank statements, all these needs to be furnished by the sponsor. And then if you are a student, and this is very important because I see a lot of cases of students coming to me, they want to invite, they have passed their exam, and they, for the convocation or for their degree convocation or for their final award, they want to call their parents so that they can also participate in there. But because either the parents don't show the document properly or the student don't show the document properly, that is why the visa is rejected. The student needs to show letter of acceptance from the school. And lastly, the most important thing is proof of relationship with the inviter. who is inviting, that proof of relationship is very, very important. Okay, so now that you know the documents from both sides, the fee is $100, and you may need to also do the biometrics, which is $85 per person. Processing time is varying. It could be from 2 to 3 weeks to more than 6 to 7 weeks also these days. So you have to check which country you are applying, and accordingly the processing time is there. Lastly, who can file this visitor visa for you? So visitor visa, you can file, unauthorized agent can file it for you, or your family and friends can file it for you, or you can do it yourself also. And lastly, you can get an authorized and a qualified immigration consultant who can also do it for you. My recommendation, and a very serious recommendation to you, please, if you are doing a visitor visa, don't go for either unauthorized agents or family or friends. The best thing to do is either do it yourself, or if you are not confident, you don't have those skill sets, better to get it from an authorized immigration consultant, and that way you can do it right the very first time. So if you need any further information, you can reach out to our office on anything related to immigration, visa. You can reach out to our office, which is located in Brampton. Email and phone numbers are shared here. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. Once again, thanks very much for watching the video.